wrap up the LEC. And
yeah, there's also molecules in our Slack channel saying, you know, SkewMond is the best jungler in the world. You can just only see it when he's outside Brilliant. Oh,
no flashes. They're in trouble. Flash Labrov ignite first blood with a Glitter Land. Jun's going to flash as well with a Boomerang Blade and an auto. Hans gets the second. Noah Arcane shifted forward with 0 mana. Jackie's still not out of trouble yet. Cap's trying to threaten the flash here with his Hextech Alternator. It's not up and available.
He needs to be careful of Isma though. BrokenBlade spotted him, so Cap's going to have to try and hop on out of here. Does have Pantheon on that bottom side though.
Meanwhile, there we go. There's the dive. Comes after the Dragon. Anyway, Aqua Prison was too early. Now Noah's exposed. Arcane shifts out of the way. SkewMond waiting for the Q. Doesn't need it. The order from Han Summer gets the job done. Meanwhile, Cap's running from his life from a deadly Scorpion as G2 successfully get one. And the next minion wave in means that Noah misses even more.
Lot didn't realize the Hans Hammer was there because the ward didn't spot him, and now Jackie's, oh my.
2-fold Hex, Caps is waiting, he's going to pop them between worlds. Jackie's ulti's out, gets out, Caps under turret, 2-fold Hex, and the order the pullback. He's clean with it, he is out region after all.
Saber aren't quite there. And G2 in a fantastic spot. Caps now. A little bit of attention mid.
Yeah, he's just run into this. He goes between the Veil, gets hit by the Scorpion, waiting for the Impale. SkewMond flies on in. Tidal Wave, Impale misses, by the way. SkewMond's already taken the first victim. Wildbird gets the knockup. Now Jun's exposed. A squidgy tuna fish. Oh, sashimi almost cut up in front of your eyes. As G2 still find the play, and Isma couldn't mitigate.
SkewMond spotting now Jun here as well. May actually just be a solo
Actually,
kill.
maybe is there a solo kill? Call the Forge God onto Lud. He flashes away. He's up against the wall. He now overheats with Flame Spitter out and active. Ignite down as well as Isma thinks about going in. But meanwhile, SkewMond found Jun. What is that flying fish doing around Krugs? As this was looking for the play. They're going to chase Caps with Blues Herald.
I think they're going to chase Loss, and he's going to die.
Oh, Dagger's calling it, and I see call the Forge God. Max range, engage. Loft there, used his flash before. It won't hit, so that's nice. Searing charge won't connect either, but a polymorph from Labrov. Nicely done. Bellows, Brett claps him, Hunt someone with another. 4 of G2 commit to top, and they do it. If you don't send it now, the game is even more done. Isma's going to come in, but call the Forge God means it was a bait. Isma gets sent in the air between gaps. Oh my God, his ulti. It's a world of difference for G2's mid lane. He already sets it up as Isma's now exposed, left isolated. He gets impaled down finally for the first time in this game, but a wall will meet his end. Meanwhile, Hans Summer just has to right click. A wild growth saved his life in the back of the fight as G2 take down 3 and now Baron for sure at 20.5 minutes.
G2 do get sent away. It was a good engage from Jackie's that ended up closing the distance on towards Hans Summer.
On a ward between worlds, Jun. It's not going to be in this one for very much longer. Caps will take another victim at 10,000 gold and 25 seconds for a Drake's soul. GIANTX are going to run and send the Hail Mary once again. True Shot Barrage helps out with the leash. Caps goes in between the Veil, wants to send it across the Veil and between the worlds. Isma's going to get knocked up. The tidal wave stops to call the Forge God. He gets knocked up, but Baron's still gone. A pillar out, a searing charge threatened. Isma looking for the engage flash impale. It's onto a Bellows press into the air. The Scorpion won't come down. Han Summer will take a free kill as he flashes away from some kind of engage. Mystic shot after mystic shot. It's Noah's trying to find the play. Arcane shift away. Here comes Call the Forge God as well. Tidal Wave flashes over. BrokenBlade misses though. Cap, he will not. His between world finds another victim. And G2 finally putting the finishing touches on this game as the Nexus turrets are coming up next.
Valiant effort from GIANTX, but it's an effort that's not too much. Jackie's wants one kill, but cannot find it as G2. It's not quite the perfect game, but it's damn near close.
It is kill-less for GX. Equalizer down. Jun about to hit the ground, and G2 safe and sound. Next Nexus turret drops down. The Nexus is bare 15-0. On Spanish ground, GIANTX obliterated by the best the region's ever seen.
He kind of started to fall off as LeBlanc into this matchup at this stage. And it's just going to ignore the damage, but there's the engage.
Wukong set up. Pop Blossom's going to follow up as well and finds a one-man, but SkewMond is going to spin a second time. Isma turns into Cataclysm, but he can't get out. Magical journey now from Labrov. He's followed it. He's taken. He's found Jun, who will be forsaken. He's left to the right, while First Blood goes to G2. 1,500 gold at 12 minutes in the game. It's not as explosive as game one, I feel, but as we go back to top lane, the all-in, he's gone into the dominance, but this is what I'm talking about. BrokenBlade might not have the first item, but Caps is on the way. He's going to bring one hell of a hero's entrance in. That was a weird Justice punch, but still the Shielded Ram with the Winds of War will take down Lot.
Nicely done by Caps on the roam. The ultimate to keep him in check, and Lost had the flash, didn't want to invest to try and get away, maybe more focused.
I guess that's what Caps wanted to punch. He was like, hey, he's going to flash here. Didn't end up doing so. Labrov running for his life here. The feathers are out yet again. Jackie's going to make a roam. LeBlanc on the way in. Good route with the pullback, and Jun gets the kill. You don't want that from GIANTX, but at least you take one off the board. The solo lanes are doing pretty good in this game, and Dragon's up in a minute 30 with them already having won. It feels like a good game state as Noah versus Hansama is going to begin.
SkewMond's here,
Kraken
though.
comes out. The Unleashed Feathers won't find the target. It's SkewMond again. Double Cyclone is a root from Labrov, and the bonk on the head. Interrupt on Isma flagging in as 80 carries will both drop down. Nice of Jackie's to get the trade. But this game, I'm really tunneling on SkewMond with the angles he's finding.
I mean, we need to make a play on mid before that can happen. And they tried to do so by moving Jackie's, but SkewMond was there to cover. But hang on.
Fate finds Labrov, catches Isma as well, but they're trapped together. Out with the smooch ulti from Isma, a cataclysm down. Labrov trying to escape. He's going to fake it. Isma goes for the left. Oh, he's going to flag and drag eventually, but he doesn't have the ulti. Labrov tangles him down, and with the proto belt, he won't escape. He dies to the turret in the end and wastes a bit of Isma's time. Isma looking for an angle again. No cataclysm. SkewMond found out. Gets a cosmic binding down. Nice from Jun. TP going to be burned as well. SkewMond has no ulti himself. He has his flash. Cap's going to save the day. Hansama almost dies to Jackie's trying to carry the game. Forward goes Cap. Meanwhile, Hansama flashes over the wall. Noah dies though. BrokenBlade went into Mega Nah and said Mega Nah. BrokenBlade sending his Q out again. He's got to flash away this time with Herald out. Cap's getting the charm onto Jackie's. Lets the distortion backwards. Lot meanwhile into Dominus wants to fight again with the Pop Blossom on the edge. Almost finding a new target. GIANTX get out by the skin of their teeth while Herald hasn't got the charge yet. There's a mineral wave, or rather minion wave in the way. Labrov tried to set it up, and yes, indeed, the turret will die. Where is it from Jackie's? The LeBlanc running into a Galio with Hollow Radiance, and a bit of health now coming from what you assume is a Rift Maker. It's not bad. Jun found out as well. Magical Journey going to be taken. Double Cyclone and an easy kill gifted to Hansama. Meanwhile, down in the bottom lane, there's a Renekton versus an Nara, and this time we're getting the real thick of what it should have been. Labrov looking for the dive. Pop Blossom. Lot's going to get help, but will it be in time? You know the answer is no. Chloe mitigates the turret. Jackie's rolls on in. He gets a Cathian rained. BrokenBlade would survive a little bit longer than maybe you all expect at home. Going to go Mega Nah. Lot gets a stride breaker, stun up, then a wall now there. He gets a Q down. Walls Lot against it. Jackie's misses the chain, and the rest of G2 are on the way. Cap's teleported to the last minion there. Justice Punch wins a war, and a Pop Blossom. Labrov sends him down under. Dragon to buy some time. Lot gets stunned up, gets a house thrown at him, but Magical Journey out. GIANTX are like, no, we can't fight, but they've already committed Lot in here. At least one is going to die, and I think it's a Renekton. Flash forward, Labrov finds 3. The feathers will go out, but it's a storm of no feathers. Nothing to be used. A Cyclone again. SkewMond has found the backline and onto Jackie's. A W used by Hansama. A triple kill with no ulti to follow up with a potential penta or even quadra, but here comes Caps again. Shielded around close to getting Jun, but GIANTX are left with 2. GIANTX, this is the only kills they've had in the series. If they do not get another kill, they will make history here. It's doing its work on its own. The cannon minion hard to step up to. Even Noah gets a Winds of War to the face. Well, meanwhile, we look towards mid. BrokenBlade about to go into the Mega Nah. Jackie's looking for the stun. He gets stunned up instead. Mega Nah against the wall, brings in Caps. BrokenBlade flushes out, and here he is. He sets up the shield around. Hansama flies through with the Seeker's Arm Guard. And for G2, they're going to give away the kill, which means GX will be safe from setting a record. And at least slowing down the Baron with a 1-for-1 is a win, but the base is still in tatters. Either from BrokenBlade, Cap jumps in with the Justice Punch, shielded Durant. Pop Blossom only a one-man. Looking for the Tangle Barbs, Labrov gets knocked up instead, and he's dead. Okay.
TP behind. TP behind.
Zep Baxter against the wall. Labrov looking again for the Tangle Barbs. He finds a Pop Blossom instead, then presses the E, gets the GA out. Labrov's tanking up, he will die. As Tempered Fate buys a little bit more time, Isma comes back to life for BrokenBlade, about to go into the Mega Nah. Looking for a hopping angle. Jackie's backs away though and will not give it to him. So despite Labrov dying in a 4 versus 5, G2 still say, let's end the series now. Shield Durant doesn't work, the flag and drag in, but Isma, it's a bait. Cyclone in the back, SkewMond enables Caps to jump on in. BrokenBlade gets a 2-man, and against the wall, GIANTX get rammed. SkewMond sends out the twirly-whirly once more, and Jackie does his best, but with a Nexus exposed, with GIANTX left with more numbers, it won't matter. Hansama goes gold with the Nexus still falling down, and G2 will lock in the top 4, and Europe shrieks as once again we realize G2 might be our best team.